conversation with Andrew was concerning Deuteronomy.
Andrew's not here.
Well, so then I'm trying to get on your guys' page.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand. What's your point? What's the thing you want to say though?
Well, as I was explaining, my point is, as you would believe that you just go to Jesus. I believe that the Gentile salvation is through Israel. I believe the Messiah died.
Okay, then does that mean that Gentiles have to go to Israel, go to Jerusalem?
Well, not necessarily, but the Gentiles had to learn from Israel, like Paul.
So they have to learn from Israel. They got to go to Israel and learn from Israel. What do you mean? They have to go from Israel.
Well, we know the apostles went out to the churches that in Rome.
But I'm asking what it means. You say they have to learn from Israel. What does it mean? What does that actually mean? They have a phone talk to an Israel, a Jew? What?
No, because Israel was given the law. And they would know the word of God.
What would I have to do exactly, specifically? Give me something to do
Is that what you're
in
saying?
order to be taught of the Jew. What do I have to do?
So, for example, if you were looking for a church, and the pastor of the church, you would have to go to find a pastor of Israel to teach you the word of God to gain salvation.
So in order for me to get saved, I have to go to a Jewish person.
Not a Jewish person. You can't find Jewish in the Bible.
Israel.
You just said I have to be taught of the Jews. But not
Israelite. No.
Let me get him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not making any sense.
So you would call them Jewish, correct?
No, I'm trying to understand what you're teaching. I'm just trying to think, what do I got to do? If I want to get, so you're saying I'm not saved. That's what you're saying.
Oh, no.
No. Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Yahushai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Yahushai, Rakate Yahweh, Rakate Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule by that great millstone. And a blessed salutation to the Akiyoms in the full kind of the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth, Shalom. And then we get straight to the point, because you devil, there is no salvation for you devil. There is no place of repentance, you devil. You devils were rejected, right? And this lesson is to edify the elect of the nation of Israel, the 144,000 who are pregnant with children, and the confusion of faith Israel scattered among the heathen, right? There is no salvation for the so-called white man. Your future is slavery, right? And after 1,000 years of slavery, you're going to be eradicated on day 1 and 18, right? This is Hebrews 12 and 16. He said, lest there be any fornicator or profane person, profane me outside the temple, and you so-called white place confusion. That's why your image is homosexuality, bestiality, zoophilia, you understand? Transgender, idol worship, children sacrifice, you understand? You're ruled by deception, you go into people's land, you covet, you destroy the economy, you destroy the infrastructure and steal the resources. You go into the land and you plan terrorist group to cause havoc in the workplace. So you devils gotta pay for all these things that you devil do. You devil have no salvation, right? You devils going into slavery. This is your future, right? It said, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. He said, for he know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. He was rejected. Right? You so-called people are rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. Yeah, the so-called white man's eyes are crying, baby. Since in Genesis, he's crying like a little girl. Right? There's no place of repentance in you. You understand? Your future is slavery. Right? Your future is slavery. This is it's lamentation. Right? We get some lamentation 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, which is you so-called white people. He said that dwelleth in the land of Uz, the cup, which is slavery, also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked. Cup shall pass unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and make thyself naked. This is should I keep this up? Yeah. This is Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely have drunken, which is the Israelite. Our judgment was not to go into slavery, but what? For being rebellious, the Most High put us in slavery, right? And for breaking his laws, right? And art thou he, you Edomites, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. Right? You Edomite go into slavery. He that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. Revelation 13 and 10. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the faith and the patience of the saints. Yet you devils went into captivity. Because you devil did that, so it gotta be done unto you. Right? Whereas had a man sinned by the same shall he be punished. Right? Verse 13, Jeremiah 49 and 13. For I have sworn by myself, this is what the Most High saying, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that Bozrah is spiritual America, right? And Bozrah is a city in Edom, right? Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the city thereof shall be perpetual waste. And this is America. This is what I'm telling America. It's gonna be perpetual waste. America gonna be the lake of fire. They're gonna be destroyed in 1 hour. You understand? So the cup is slavery. But I'm to you, devil's going into slavery, right? Let's read it. I mean, as a paraphrase, let me get it. This is Revelation 13 and 10, right? Revelation 13 verse 10, right? He said, Revelation 13 verse 10. He said, he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killed with the sword must be killed with the sword. That you so called guilty of this crime, right? He said, here is the patience and the faith of the saints and the Israelites, the elect. We waiting to see our enemy fall and go into slavery. We waiting for the Most High come and recompense you, devil. Our big brother Yahushua gonna return. He see he's not gonna be jealous of man. Back in Lamentation chapter 4 verse 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup which is slavery also shall pass you unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. You understand? So you rejoice and be glad, man. You go and pop champagne, you told the world, continue being homosexual, continue popping beasts, continue raping little boys. You understand? All the wickedness we're doing, you know. This is the end of your rulership, right? The dregs of your rulership, your kingdom crumbling before your eyes, and you're losing your power, right? You're falling from heaven, you're falling from your rulership, right? This is your heaven, this is your rulership, you're falling from it, right? Verse 22. He said, the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, right? He said, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. So we're not going back into no more captivity. We're going to rule forever, eternity, right? He said, he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. You understand? So, hey, you devils going into slavery, right? You understand? You devils going into slavery, right? So you devils not going to be saved, right? This is why the Most High said, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, right? See, thou hatest instruction, y'all hate instruction. Psalm chapter 50, verse 6 and 17, right? Most High said, we are to speak in his word, right? Y'all hate instruction, right? This is Isaiah 14 and 21. He said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their father, slavery, bestiality, homosexuality, children sacrifice, and all this wickedness they push on the land. You know, stealing people's land, stealing their resources, you know, setting up these proxy gang. You understand? All these wars where you fund, you know, all these lives that you take, where the three so-called Native American Indian, where the three so-called Negroes, right? You gotta pay for these things. You devils gotta pay, right? He said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their father, right? And the children, the so-called white man, you are your fourth father, because baby reincarnation is biblical. So you come back, right? This time for what? Your judgment, right? Prepare slaughter for their children for the iniquity of their father, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with city. For I will rise up against them, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, remnant and son and nephew, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And this is really most I can do to you, devil. So hey, there's no salvation for you Edomites, right? This is Isaiah 34, right? This is Isaiah 34 and 5. It says, "For my soul shall be made in heaven." This is the war in heaven, right? Which is World War III. The sword is ICBM missile, and also the laser beam from the chariots, really what you got UFO. He said, "For my soul shall be made in heaven," which is this heaven, right, that we dwell in. He said, "Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea." Idumea is the Greek word for Edom, which is you so-called white people. It will come down on you. There is no salvation for you. You far from safety, right? As Job said, right? It shall come down upon Idumea, upon the people of my course to judgment. Yeah, and you my course by look at how you look, right? You lack melanin in your skin. So you are a course. The most I hate you, devil, right? The sword of the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall filled with blood, which is the ICBM missile and the lasers from the chariots, right? He said, "It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goat, with the fat of the kidneys of ram. For the Lord Yahweh Hashem shall had a sacrifice in Borza and spiritual Borza at America," right? You understand? And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which is you Edomites, right? They are going to be destroyed, right? Edomites going to be destroyed. There's no salvation for you Edomites, right? We telling you your future, right? Scripture say in Proverbs 17 and 19, he that covereth transgression seeketh love. So you seeking love right now, but you're trying to cover the transgression that y'all did. No, y'all gotta pay for that. Y'all are guilty of all charge. So y'all gotta pay for the transgression. So you wanna cover your transgression, think you could obtain salvation. No, you devils now obtain no salvation but slavery. Right? This is Job 5 and 14. He says, "Children are far from safety, y'all are far from safety, and they are course in the gate, y'all are course in the gate, neither is there any to deliver them." So there's none can deliver y'all. Y'all going straight into slavery, right? So like you devils going straight into slavery. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. "Shall I not in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Hashem, shall even destroy the wise men out of Edom," which is you so-called white people, "and understand out of the mouth of Esau." Esau is the progenitor of you so-called white people, right? He said, "And thy mighty man, O Timon, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mouth of Esau," which is you so-called white people, is your father, "may be cut off by slaughter. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." You're gonna be cut off forever after 1,000 years of slavery, right? You understand? So this is you devil future prepare for slavery. You have no salvation to get, right? You Edomites have no salvation to get, right? This is 2 Israel chapter 6 verse 8. "And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob hand held forth the heel of Esau. For Esau is the enemy of war, is the enemy of Aeon, the enemy of rulership," right? Slavery is the future, right? And after slavery, after 1,000 years of slavery, you're going to be eradicated. Obadiah 1 and 18, right? "For Esau is the enemy of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow." So you Israelite, we got next. We're going to rule for eternity. You understand? We're going to rule for eternity. You devil's going to be cut off, right? So there is no salvation. There is no salvation for you, devil, right? You understand? Now with that, we just edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders who moved by that great stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the folk and the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.